Welcome to the Online Graduate Research Forum for Fall 2016. My name is Dexter Smith, your presenter. I'm a graduate student in a Master's of Science in Interdisciplinary Studies program in the Department of Occupational, Workforce, and Leadership Studies. The title of my research study is Better Choices for Juveniles Participating in Illegal Behavior. Today's youth face a multitude of challenges on their path to adulthood. Statistics collected by the FBI shows a disproportionate amount of juvenile and young adults arrested between the ages of 15 and 22. More than half of all these arrests are below the age of 18. The age crime curve represented in Figure 1 illustrates this problem. Although Figure 2 displays arrests of juveniles are down 50% since 1980, the age crime curve remains. These factors are constant in geographical areas, no matter the demographics. I was excited to pursue this research study to examine alternative choices by juveniles to reduce the arrest and incarceration rates after I read that approximately 3,650 juveniles nationwide would put themselves to bed without the presence of a loving parent in a cold youth facilities around the country. The purpose of this study was to examine alternative choices by juveniles to reduce the arrest and incarceration rates. 3 research questions guided the study. Why do juveniles engage in criminal activity? What prevents juveniles from engaging in criminal activity? And how do parental involvement, mentoring, and community programs influence juvenile criminal activity? For the research design, the study used phenomenology, which is an approach to qualitative research that focuses on the commonality of a lived experience within a particular group. The study's participants comprised of 8 probation officers from Williamson County, Texas juvenile justice system. The probation officers selected for this study are best to understand the problem and the research questions. Participants' personal experience working with juveniles ranged from 2.5 to 24 years, with an average of 3.4 years of experience. Of the 8 participants, 6 were female and 2 were male. Regarding ethnic makeup, 4 were Caucasian, 3 were Hispanic, and 1 African American. Data collection comprised of one-on-one semi-structured interviews with each participant. Interviews were conducted in the offices of the probation officers, and a voice recording of each interview was made. Questions covered demographics, pre-crime, criminal intent, and rehabilitation. The recordings were transcribed, and the data is archived and protected. Data analysis consisted of descriptive statistics and thematic coding. Descriptive statistics are used to describe the basic features of the data in the study. They provide simple summaries about the sample and the measures. Together with simple graphic analysis, they form the basis of virtually every quantitative analysis of data. Thematic coding is a data reduction and analysis strategy by which qualitative data are segmented, categorized, summarized, and reconstructed in a way that captures the important concepts within the data set. Once identified, the data were clustered together, and after all parts were identified and grouped, major themes and findings emerged. If you are not talking to your child someone else may have the opportunity to influence them. As parents, we are sometimes assuming our teenagers are mature enough to deal with situations on their own. Although teenagers may appear the size of adults, their mental processes are still developing and adjusting to a new social environment. Parental involvement in your child's life can reduce the chances of involvement in juvenile delinquency. Study findings reveal parents who are active in their kids' lives stand a good chance of preventing unwanted consequences. Adopting these procedures provides a foundation for teens managing their schedule for 2 to 4 hours each day after school. Practicing positive parenting up front causes good decisions in your absence. Adult mentoring serves men and women in every profession. Now it's the kids' turn. Whether it's a senior doctor in a hospital developing a young intern, or a master craftsperson training their apprentice on perfecting a trade, experience passed to a novice is appreciated for a lifetime. Instruction and guidance of this nature are proven theories dating back to recorded time. Study findings show kids involved with mentors were less susceptible to causes of juvenile crime when practiced regularly. Mentoring leads to policies which create programs such as Big Brothers and Sisters, Boy Scouts, and church programs, thus providing kids with better choices than those offered by idle minds, while providing adults an opportunity to perform an altruistic act. It takes a village to raise a child. The environment of today's society is more challenging than in years past. Families requiring both parents to work are almost a normal practice. Homes with single parents are especially challenged and overwhelmed with the choice of spending time with their children or providing income to support the household. My study highlighted the numerous programs available which in theory could lighten the load on these households. It is my belief after-school programs through the school system as well as community centers can serve as both a place to safely complete homework and have recreational activities for teenagers. Implemented across the nation, programs of this nature are successful when properly practiced. Money spent on housing juveniles would better serve a community by training and engaging kids. My study was limited by lack of direct access to teenagers in the juvenile justice system. Given this limitation, I recommend that future research examine first-hand experience of juveniles on probation or in detention facilities. Understand them as teenagers or lose them as adults. Teenagers know the influences which cause them to stray. Talking to them about life will shed light on their future opportunities. My study was also limited by lack of access to non-delinquent populations. Given this limitation, I recommend future research examine teachers and their experiences with teens in a longitudinal study. Taking a pulse requires a good touch. Since teachers spend 8 hours a day with teens, they can generally keep problems from developing. I have prepared a manuscript of this research study for possible peer review in the Journal of Adolescent Research. On the YouTube page below, please indicate your anonymous preference for this study by clicking on one of these two icons. In addition, please post your comments or question in the YouTube comment section below. I will respond to inquiries posted from November 16th through the 30th on this web page. Thank you.